Hey guys, Angry Birds Cole here. Today's video is about why I'm still using Windows 7 in 2026. And yeah, I know you're gonna say Windows 7 is not great, it's not recommended by Microsoft anymore or stuff like that. And yeah, I totally get that. But there is a main reason why I still use Windows 7 in 2026. So, the first reason is because I hate Windows 10 and Windows 11. Like, Windows 10 was a great OS, but I just prefer Windows 7 better than Windows 10 and Windows 11. And second, I've been using the OS for mostly for my whole life now, for about 14, 15 years now. I've been using the OS since. And And third is because I have old hardware in my computer. Old hardware from like 2013, 2014 in there. And I also use an HDD as my boot drive, and I know you're going to say, oh, get an SSD. HDDs are slower. But HDDs are actually not too bad, to be honest. Like, they may be bad for some people, like, people may be like, oh, they stopped using HDDs in their boot drive since like 2013, 2014. But in my opinion, I think HDDs are actually better than SSDs. I'm not kidding, unless you want a super fast computer. But if you don't care about the slow boot times, HDDs are generally good, especially for budget older systems, especially systems that were from 2012, 2013, 2014, unless you upgrade that HDD to an SSD, which I know most people have done, but there's a one way that you can get an HDD not to be slow is to disable stuff from startup. Like, I have disabled a few things from startup, like stuff that isn't important, because I want my computer to be faster boot up and not boot for like almost 2 minutes. Like, the last time my computer has boot up was 48.754 seconds. So it actually booted up real quick. And can I actually tell you why I found that out? I use this software called Boot Racer. Boot Racer monitors your boot times to know how long your computer boots up for. So I use Boot Racer to find out how long my HDD boots up for. And my HDD I have in my computer is actually going to be 12 years old tomorrow. It's from January 14th, 2014, and it's still in good status. And it's a Western Digital Caviar Blue 1 TB HDD. I have 3 hard drives in my computer. 3 HDDs. No SSDs. No. So, I have 2 Western Digital 1 TB hard drives and Toshiba laptop hard drives. So I have 2 desktop, 1 laptop, since my computer is like too crammed in that it can't have another desktop hard drive. Like, it has 2 desktop hard drives and 1 laptop. But like, I used to use an SSD in my computer, but I stopped doing that and started putting HDDs in there because I think HDDs are suitable for Windows 7, especially for older computers, older than, I don't know, 2016, somewhere around there, around that era. So yeah, that's the main reason why I still use Windows 7, and there's also a main reason why I still use Windows 7, is so I can use older versions of software that is from 2013, 2014, or even from 2012 or 2011 or whenever. And video card drivers, too. And .NET Framework, antivirus, and other software. and updates. Like, I actually want to talk about a few things about my computer sub. So, one, my Windows 7 sub is not actually updated all the way. It's half updated till July 2014, and I know people use .NET Framework 4.8 on my on Windows 7 computers. Well, guess what .NET Framework version I'm using? .NET Framework 4! Yes, that old. That old. Yes, I still use .NET Framework 4. You'd be wondering that I use like .NET Framework 4.5 or the old newer than that, but no, I use the regular 4.0. Yeah, .NET Framework 4 is like for most of my games like Cut the Rope and Terraria. Yeah. Flashpoint even works with .NET Framework 4. I'm not kidding. It's the requirements say you need 4.7 plus, but you can literally run it below 4.7. You could even run it with .NET Framework 3.5.1 Service Pack 1 in .NET Framework 4. Like, yeah. And and video card I actually use. I know. As I was saying, now I'm talking about the AMD software. So, you're thinking you're gonna think that I'm using the latest Adrenalin AMD drivers from 2022, but no, it's actually way below that. It's even way below Catalyst 15.7.1. It's even way below 14.4 and 13.12. I'm using Catalyst 13.4 because the newer versions after that require .NET Framework 4.5. But I still use the last legacy Catalyst driver that only needs 4. .NET Framework 4. Yeah, I am not joking at all. This is really my Windows 7 setup. And can I also talk about the BIOS too? My Dell Optiplex 3010 BIOS is super out of date. It's on BIOS revision. Let me go check system info. I'm on BIOS revision A11. That is quite old for most people. It used to be on A12, but I downgraded it because just why not? It's on a 2013 BIOS. It's not that old. But yeah. So and there's also one other stuff that I have on my computer. Like, I can even tell you a list of stuff I have on my computer, like 3 VIA player, 3 RVX, 7-zip 920, Ivy Word 286, Adobe Air, Flash Player 14, Reader 11, Shockwave Player 12.1, AMD Catalyst, and just some random software that I have on my computer. Like, I even have like some bad software on here. Like, you're probably going to be thinking that I have Optimizer Pro and Toolbar Cleaner, and I know that's all of you are going to be like, oh, that's bad, don't use it. But that isn't the case. That isn't the case. They're not bad software. It used to be on my computer like 12 years ago. Yeah, I'm not joking. There was Optimizer Pro and Toolbar Cleaner on my computer. Well, I wouldn't say on my computer, but on the family PC before. That was back in 2013, 2014. So now I actually want to talk about some good news about a new computer I just got. So, I just got a new computer. It is an HP Pavilion P6520F. It has an AMD Avalon 2X4 635 CPU, 8 gigs of RAM. Well, it normally shipped with 6, but it got 8 now. And it has a 1TB hard drive. It also came with a 480GB SSD, but I took that SSD out because I only rely on HDDs. So I'm using the old Western Digital Caviar Green 2010 HDD. And I also installed Windows 7 Home Premium Service Pack 1 64-bit. And the video card, it had an HD 6450, which I know it's a bad card, but I was gonna leave it in there. But I took it out because so I don't overwrite the AMD Radeon HD 4200 drivers. So I'm getting an NVIDIA GeForce GT 640. Yeah, I'm not joking. You're probably thinking I would have gotten like a GT 640 or no, not G640, like a G630 or GT 530 or probably even a GT 430. You were probably wondering that I was getting a weak card, but no. This is going to be a gaming PC because it has 8 gigs of RAM. So I'm getting a GT 640, but only 1 gig of GDDR5. That is way weaker than the HG7750 that I have in my computer, which is a 2 gigabyte GDDR5. So yeah, I will be upgrading this 2010 computer, just like how I upgraded my 2014 Dell Optiplex 3010 computer. And you know how I'm recording this? I'm recording this with a Logitech HD C310 webcam. And I know that you're going to be like, this webcam is super old. People stopped using it in like 2015. But no. I'm still using this. Like, I got this webcam on eBay. It's like the best one. It doesn't have glass lens, which is good because we don't want it to break. And it actually works pretty well, like using 2012 drivers, but who cares? But the main reason why I still use Windows 7 is because so all my software can work properly, and so I can use great antivirus, nothing like AVG or Avast or McAfee or Norton, nothing like that. Like, I also have Malwarebytes on there, but I use MSC 4.4. And I know you guys were going to say I use the latest version, but no. I use the 2013 version of MSE. And I also use Office 2010, but I don't have Office 2010 on there. I have OpenOffice, a 2013 version. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video about why I still use Windows 7. And if you're going to comment saying that, go to Windows 10 or Windows 11, I'm going to be like, absolutely not. Windows 7 is my main OS in the whole world. I'm going to be using it for technically forever now because I just hate Windows 10 and Windows 11. I can't stand it. Yeah, I just can't stand it because why not? I just prefer Windows 7 more than anything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and understand why I still use Windows 7. Like, Windows 7 is still a good OS. You can still run software on there, but if you can't run software, dual boot. Simple as that. Hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I'll see you in the next one. And my next video is, I'm probably going to be doing my Logitech webcam review. Bye.